All right, kitty, it's my turn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? I hope you guys slept well and are well rested. Okay, did you hit the like button on the way in? Thank you for being here. Let's talk about a few things. All right, let me see. Speak to everyone. Patrice Cunningham, the internet granny, uh, Grand Rising, Kimberly Black, Miss 313, Nessa A. A view is a view. A grand rising to you. Okay, if you guys would refresh your page, you will see what I have. One of a view is a view's uh, favorite things that I've just added. If you would refresh your page, you will see a poll. Hey, a view is a view. A view is a view is speaking to Lisa J. Monet. Okay. Hello, I'm Grand Rising Lisa J. Monet. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Yes, I'm a diva. I've never seen you here before, but welcome and Grand Rising to you as well. Oh, you see the poll. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, View, for letting me know that the poll showed up, even though I was typing it as the intro was coming in. There she is. Morning cruiser. Grand rising to you as well. Let me see who else. Oral Oral Grand rising to you. Thank you for being here. Max Boogie. Thank you for being here, Max. Grand rising, Max. Southern Nobleman. I appreciate you as well for being here. Okay. Thumbs up and share. That's what I'm talking about, a viewer's view. Much appreciated. Okay. So let's get into what's going on. What's going on the YouTube streets? Not a whole hell of a lot. Love Chicken, Grand Rising. Coco, thank you for being here. Grand Rising to you as well. So, what is going on in the YouTube streets? Um, What I saw going on in the YouTube streets was Vito. Uh, Good morning to you, beautiful woman. Uh, she said good morning to uh, the beautiful people. Okay, so let's see what I saw happening on the YouTube streets. I saw a bunch of bullshit. Hmm, Not a whole lot. Not anything exciting. Not anything uh, groundbreaking. A whole lot of BS. A whole lot of BS. A whole lot of trying to maneuver, trying to play in people's faces, like like you like they had the opportunity to do so, or the permission. No, permission is not granted. Okay, so this. What else did I see on the YouTube streets? I saw crying and lying and expressions of believe me, I never did that. Believe me, I would never do that. Ciao, bye. Ciao, goodbye. Very Carey, thank you for being here. King's Mina, I am glad you have your internet back on. Grand Rising. I did say you stated that you got your internet on yesterday after the storm, and there was conversation, but I wanted to. I know you are glad that you're over that hurdle. I hope well, if you have your internet on, obviously you have your power on, but I hope that the storm didn't rough you up too bad in life. So, yeah, just a whole lot of BS. Um, Chaba. Okay, so what we what we're not gonna do, we're not playing dumb over here this morning. See, what we're not going to do is act as if someone has a gaydar and they decided to say that they had a gaydar and they saw something in me. But see, what we're really not going to do is we're not going to pretend like the dunce, cunty, lonely did not come out here over a month ago and make those accusations against me. So now all of a sudden, someone has a gaydar after this person went on a video and said that about me. So this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to pretend that didn't happen. See, just because nobody goes over there and watch the videos, do you think that I'm going to promote the video? But let's be real clear. The I never did that. I didn't say that had already said the exact same thing over a month ago. Why? Because I will not refuse, will never have anything to do with him. See, because that see, since nobody mentioned it, since nobody go over there and watch him, and it's not on anybody's radar. Oh yes, I saw it. Oh yes, somebody saw it and brought it to me. So that's what we're not going to pretend to do and get up and profess like I'm such a good person and I would never. We know where all the doxing is coming from, all the lies is coming from, and it's coming from someone who I rightly refuse to ever in life, who cries about what my husband would refer and all of this stuff, who watches every day. What we're not going to do is pretend like all of this professing innocence is actually true. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to pretend like these two gay people are out here trying to say someone else is gay. So what when gay people come out and accuse other people of being gay, does it reflect on the hatred that they have for themselves? I mean, what the fuck? What is really going on? Do you hate what's in yourselves that you're trying to put it on others and make accusations about other people? Is that what's going on? Is that the welcome wagon, or is that trying to shame somebody? So if you're trying to shame somebody, what does it say that you feel about yourself? What do you feel about yourself? Child bye. So we're not pretending this morning. Not at all. Not one bit. Child, keep your eyes open for the scams and the BS because that's all it is. Okay. Case code closed. Okay. Uh Good morning. I think I got everybody. Oh, Black Pearl. That's who I didn't get. Okay. So also uh dear unloved, dear unloved, uh dear in your feelings, dear no self-respect. You sit on your channel. I don't think I ever saw a channel where you didn't talk about of a JJ. Girl, you seem so excited. So your Bible book is based on anything that a snake says. So just because a snake said it, now all of a sudden it's true. No, it's not only true of you. It's only true of you with all these imaginary engagements that have never gone through. You are the female. Uh, what is his name? You are the female Liberace of the motherfucking beef sector. You just never found the right man. You just never found the right man. Girl, bye. Sandra, good morning to you as well. Dominique Devereaux, thank you for coming. It's always good to see you. Who the hell are we talking about? Nobody. Nobody important. Absolutely nobody. The make a video and delete bitch. Make a video and delete. Maybe that should be a life lesson for that for her. Okay, the deleting. Okay, I spoke to Sandra. Jessnet, thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. Um, so what else? What else? Pizarro. So somebody came over on my page and cursed me out. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? So anybody believes somebody came over on my page and cussed me out, and I just sat there and I just twiddled my thumbs and I sat here on my page and got cursed out. Does that make sense? But does she ever make sense? Okay. Yes, I'm good. I live 30 minutes outside other mountains where the destruction hit. Two of my stepchildren and their mom live in Boone, but we had contact and they are fine. I'm glad to hear that. Uh, I know that has to be really scary. Okay. Good morning, Ronnie Q in chat. Hit the like. Back in the clouds I go. T. Evans, I appreciate you being here. Um, Now, who would that be? You don't know who that is? Oh, they're unaccustomed to attention, so I'll leave it that way. Okay. Wagod T Evans. I don't know what that. Wagwan. Wagwan T Evans. I said that right, very Carrie. Wagwan. Okay. So, what else did I stumble upon? Oh, Treecey. Treecey. But you're not gonna lie. Uh, um, you said on your live and said why me and Ronnie Q fell out. It's because she decided to side with Goosey. Yes, Goosey was my friend. So is that why we fell out? Because Goosey was my friend and I went over to Goosey and I was a strong Goosey supporter. No, bitch. Why we fell out is because your daughter died and lied on me and said I said something I never said. That's why we fell out, you stupid bitch. So don't try to come and play like it's some shit about Goosey. No, it's some shit about your stupid ass believing everything Diamond said. And then she repeated something to you and said she had had the screenshot, bitch, and you took your stupid ass lie talking about you had the facts, you had the screenshot. And then what did you proceed to do? You put a screenshot that dumb Diamond had given you that did not say exactly what you said I had said, bitch. That's why we fell out, you lying ass bitch. Bitch, and all this black toe bullshit, bitch. You got black shit growing out your ass, bitch. And we've seen that. We've seen Ronnie Q's feet, and we ain't never seen a black toe, but we did see black mold growing off your ass, bitch. So that's why we fell out, because you didn't like the fact that I said MU was still using when in fact she was still using while you were sitting up there trying to talk about a $16,000 ring that somebody has stolen, you silly stupid bitch. If you want to tell it all, bitch. That's why we fell out, because you a dumb motherfucking bitch. Got the motherfucking nerves, bitch. While you sitting up begging, bitch, you could have taken that time that you told that lie on me to continue. We need $150. Tomorrow's the first. You know what day it is, and I need $150. Oh, thank you for the $3.99. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys really love me, bitch. You don't love yourself, bitch. If you sitting up on the fucking YouTube begging for $150 because rent due tomorrow, bitch. But you had the time to plug in a lie that made absolutely no sense, bitch. Even if I did, we fell out because I decided to go with Goosey on Goosey's side, and that's why, bitch, I go where the fuck I want to go, bitch. If that's why we fell out, then that says a lot about you. Because, bitch, people go where the fuck they want to go. And the simple fact that you thought that it made sense to say something about Goosey, girl, you trifling. Bitch, I am clear on why I quit fucking with your silly ass. Fucking lying ass bitch. I got the screenshot. I got the screenshot. It says, see, it says nothing that I said, it said. Dumb bitch. Okay, hey BJ, how are you? Grand Rising. Grand Rising treasurer. Grand Rising. And where's her daughter now? Where is this daughter now? Where is the daughter diving now? I miss Goosey as well. Grand Rising, Treasure Lane. Uh, we remember the live and the lies. And thank you. Thank you. We are not recreating history over here in no way, shape, or form. Nobody's gonna get gaydar a month after a hurt motherfucker comes out and calls me a bull dagger. No, 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 no. That's not how that works. It works in order for people who are not liars. That is, it works in order. Ciao, bye. Everyone she used to fight for, she's no longer friends with. Exactly. Now, and then after she's no longer friends with MU, what does she comes out calling MU because she don't want to pay her money back? She's still using. Yes, she's still using. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's that. Good morning, Mike Lewis. Ronnie Q still hating on me for being invited to sing at the Christmas parade this year. Dovey, Dovey Milton, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere, bitch, I give zero fucks about my title being in your video, you dumb bitch. I uh I saw my name in the title of her live, and I went over there, and she's talking some dumb shit. Dovey, if you don't sit the entire fuck down, because I give zero fucks about you, understand that. And I give zero fucks about what you have to say about Ronnie Q, you silly asshole. Fucking ingrate. Good morning, Bernice. Thank you for being here. Outspoken one, it's good to see you. Uh, Who said that? We clearly hear your husband in the background. Oh, that's the new narrative. And it came out of a slithering ass bitch's mouth. So now, oh, I thought that. Oh, I knew that. Oh, I knew that. If you dumb bitches don't go sit the fuck down, someone. Grand Rising, kind to me. It is good to see you. Okay. Demetra lit all day. Good morning, Demetra. I was waiting on you yesterday. All these quasi lesbian kill me. Dang, it's early, but I'm here. I'm surprised you're up. You said that this is a hard time for you to get up, but I was waiting on you yesterday, child. It's a whole motherfucking mad motherfucker. I'm so sorry. I went too far. Tears, tears, tears. I just went too far. And I'm sorry. And here's this church song for you. I really miss you. And I just hope you understand. And if you ever decide to talk to me again, well, I guess she is not gonna talk to me again, even though I did this old bitchy teary cry. Well, let me remove this video and start talking badly about her again. I think she gives a shit. You think I give a shit? You thought I gave a shit when you was sitting up there crying like a little hoe? I give zero shits, bitch. Zero shits about you. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so uh dumb cunty loser. Dumb cunty loser. The cunty is spelled with a K, not a C this time. Hold on, everybody. I apologize. Oh my God. Hey, y'all. I don't really think I'm awake. I think I'm sleep watching. Just lay in the bed. Don't move too quickly. Okay, BJ, you cute girl. Good morning, Ox City. Okay, a view is a view. Congrats on your win, Demetria, all day. I am going to make a personal pan pizza from some tech. Demetria, what is up with you in this Texas toast? You have Texas toast on deck all the time. I was laughing yesterday about your Texas toast. I said the only time that I have used that is when I make French bread, and I've only started making French toast since my husband told me that he liked it. Girl, I said she keep that Texas toast on hand. Sally O'Malley, it's been a while. It's good to see you. I know I had to do a little something. I had to Rock needed me. Rock needed me. Good morning, Mahogany 22. Thank you for being here. Okay, so uh let me see. Um what else happened? Okay, so all right, okay. So are we buying into this lemon and Chris just uh just bag wig hair uh relationship? Hey, Sting girl. Are we buying into this relationship? Life been life and Ronnie Q. It's gonna do that on your ass. Ain't that something? Hey Ronnie Q and Chat. Hey Brown Sugar. Thank you for being here. Ladybug. Uh good morning to you as well. I'm out the chat. You out the chat. Okay. So she's out the chat. I don't even know what she's talking about. So what was I talking about just now? Oh my god, I had a brain fart. Oh, she had a stroke. Oh, she had this. Oh, she had that. No, I had a brain fart like you dumb motherfuckers do all the time. You have such brain farts. You don't have nothing to talk about but dumb shit. Okay. Okay, you don't believe the relationship. JC is just batshit ass crazy. So I watched a little of that live yesterday, and it was the point of us trying. Should we believe that this relationship is real? Now, LG was up there, and LG was like, "Oh, so after this is over, are we just gonna hear that it's a play? It was just a play. It was just a play." And I think that threw them off because don't nobody want to hear, "Oh, all this is a play." We heard it's a play about so much stuff that happened in Las Vegas, which we knew was just a bad trip. So then all of a sudden, all these plays came in to continue to talk about situations that we didn't see, and this is what it was, but it was just a play, and it was just a play. Now, here it is. This big face bitch goes on all these panels yesterday to talk about this relationship. I watched none of that commentary, absolutely none of that commentary. So LG is on there saying, well, what's going on? She said, because you get on this person's channel and you say that Lemon is the only person who you've ever talked to off of YouTube, when we know you were calling a landlord your man, and then after that you were talking to Envy, and I was like, excuse me, Envy, you were FaceTiming Envy, and you guys were trying to get a relationship together, and then you went on the next panel and you said that something else, and then you go on one panel and you say you were doing FaceTime with Envy, and then you went on the next FaceTime and say you were not. So what am I to believe? Now this is LG, and I'm just like, get LG. LG had a moment of sobriety, and she caught all the shit. And just Kristen's up there, just of course trying to curse her out and all this old lame shit that she always does. And then Lemon, oh well, hold on, we're serious. And how this started was, well, she came on here, and I'm not gonna lie, she was eating a pickle, and then she went and got a fudgesicle, and I'm not gonna lie, that's when I first she first caught my eye, and that's when we got closer, and we started. Like, you sound so dumb. You sound really, really dumb if you think anybody is going to believe that dumb shit. And and that's when we start talking back then, and that's how it started. Nobody even asked you how it started. So here we have to go once again with this is how it started stories from Lemon. Nobody ever asks you how anything starts. And anytime a conversation, you have to interrupt the conversation because you're trying to deflect with the "this is how it started" story. Nobody gives a fuck about this fake shit now. How you want to say it started. You want to say it enough times so you can remember it yourself because you get drunk all the time. So you have to repeat "this how it started" stories 1,000 times. Shabba. Oh, that was TG. Okay, no wonder. I thought that was LG. Plum foolishness. Yes, it was just good morning, Queen Diva. It was just idiotic bullshit. Like, I believe Lemon want that jacket of being gay off of him, so he's going along with the play. It's just my thoughts. Child, that's the only person he could get to run that play with him. A corny and boring play. Corny and boring. It is. Y'all feel like the older your parents get, the younger they act. I swear, my 77-year-old mama is like raising a 15-year-old teen, the shenanigans of it all. Oh my goodness. That's cute. My 7-year-old grandson has brain farts. BJ says it's a play for sure. It's something. It's just, and it's not it, and it's boring. And the whole point of it is it's boring. So I saw a little piece of that. Uh yeah, well, yeah, people date in person. Um I think that with so many people communicating on the internet at such young ages, and then it's just becomes a natural part of them, and they really think that they have these relationships with people on the internet. This is my friend, and this they've never met. They may live in two different countries, two different states, of course, and these are how they relate to people. It's different than when pre-internet, when people actually got out to really get to know people, to interact with real human beings, and to have the ups and downs of friendships, and having to see that person the next day, or and work things out, as opposed to this internet trash. So it's changed. I do believe it's changed, but a lot of people, exclusively date off of the internet, and some people are like, no, I will never date off the internet. So it is what it is. I think it's going to stay the same way, of course. Okay. Okay, very Carrie. I do, but I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to come over her house to fix her TV, and only to find that she done took it off HDM2 on the remote. That's the first problem. That's the first thing you do to troubleshoot it, huh? Grand Rising Voodoo. Attention seekers. Yes. King's Mina, I've been there. Shit, my husband's been there. Babe, what's wrong with the TV? You got it off HMD M1. Oops, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Babe, what's wrong with Peacock? Babe, what's wrong with this? I have I have an IT guy in my home. So, so is this her fourth relationship on YouTube? Um, People love to be lied to. Her fourth relationship on YouTube. I'm not sure. I really don't try to keep up with her in no way. I'm just giving you the particulars that TG was giving out yesterday. So uh, I think she said landlord. Who did she say? Landlord, envy, and lemon. Is there another one, Very Carrie, that I forgot? Hello, TC Grand Rising to you under new management. Grand Rising to you. Was there another one besides those three? Very Carrie. He's sick of you running you the techie shit. Okay, Miss T Velocity, grand rising to you. Yeah, but sometimes Saucy will come up. Oh my God! So, sometimes Saucy, she has little stairs to come up the bed because her little bed plug is on the bed, and she'll come up, and then she inevitably want to come up and try to play and stuff, and then she'll step on the remote and turn the TV off, and I'll be in the dark trying to find where the remote is and all this type of stuff. She steps on the remote often. That's what I always say. Saucy stepped on the remote. I didn't do it. Saucy stepped on the remote. So it's always Saucy's fault. You understand? It's never my fault. I never take it off HDM1. It's never me. Saucy always does it. Okay. Good morning, TH. I know very curious. Say, ooh, ooh, where her bed is also on a blanket. It's not like on the actual covers. Very Carrie. She has a blanket that her bed is on, but then she walks up to me and try to fucking play with me. What? Shaking my head. Stepping on the remote. Yeah, she steps on the remote and trying to come up there to play with me and stuff. But that's what happens, and I blame her all the time. Sometimes I'll go and I grab her up, like, come here, Saucy, come here, babe. Something's wrong with the TV. uh, my husband will blend it with the couch. My husband will blend, I think, in with the couch all weekend watching football and accidentally unplug the HMDI cord and wonder why the TV ain't working. I can't. That's what it's called, the HMDI. I can't even remember what the name of the. I know it's the HDM something. Yes, child. I am not. I have not set up a TV in I don't know how long. You just press this, and there, and then come on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Slow down. Which one are you pressing? Let me see. This, this, and it'll come on. Child, I ain't set up a TV, and I do not know how long. Good morning, Madison W. Uh, Let me see what else I've seen. Oh, Olivia Oracle. So, I think it was so bomb. And who else was it? Cool Storm Racism. Okay, so I was in someone's chat, and these two ladies said that gave me a message. Well, it would be so good if you and Olivia Oracle work it out. And then Olivia said, well, come back over to her channel. Olivia, no. Why would I come back over to your channel when you sit your ass in my clouds on my channel, never drop down, never hit the link, and obviously you're sitting in my on my channel. So why don't, when you're sitting over here in my channel, you don't drop down if you want me to come over to your channel? See, Olivia, I was taught how to visit someone's house. I don't think you are in tune with those fine details of what it takes to come visit someone's house. See, when I come visit someone's house, I don't just sit outside and ask who's ever going in to bring me some water outside. I don't sit at someone's house and not go in and say hello to the people who are in the house and then go back outside if that's where I want to sit. Of course, I always have been taught that I go in and say hello to whose house I'm visiting. And then if I want to sit outside, say in the clouds somewhere, see, this is how I was taught. I was taught that you visit someone's house. No, so no, that I'm just saying. Was it you so no? Was it you so bomb? So you know, it is what it is. I was taught manners. Speak that home training. It's just simple home training. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, like you can come back over here. You always over here, but you're always over here. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hold on one second. Now, what do you guys think about now? Now, this is a serious topic with me because what do you okay, so what do you guys think about what Israel is doing now over in Lebanon? Do you guys even see? I don't have time for these bullshit topics. This flighty ass commentary. When there is a whole lot of real things going on in the real world, I can't shrink myself down into acting like any of these lies and bullshits that's going around on YouTube really matter. I can't pretend like a motherfucker who is trying to reposition themselves somewhere that does no longer exist matters to me. See, I am like thinking about the fact that they have made every person between the ages of 18 and 26 automatically eligible to be in the select services. What are they preparing for? And now you look at Israel. So with Americans backing because they have given them what was the last $8 billion of aid. We're giving them $8 billion of aid, and they are just really just pummeling all of these countries, and we're giving them the aid, but we hope they stop the fighting. We hope that they try to broker a ceasefire deal. And Benjamin Netanyahu is hearing none of it. He's doing anything and everything that he wants, and with the things that we have given them, and we're talking soft like he's our boss, like he's giving us this money. So now they're over there in, oh my god, now they're over there in god dang it, where are they? Now they're over there striking Lebanon. So now they're over in Lebanon doing all these strikes in Lebanon. It's targeted assassinations, but it's not targeted because they have bombed down a 6-tower apartment building. Okay, so they're saying that they are going after specific Hezbollah leaders, but at the cost of how many people? So I can I can understand the pager attacks that they did. They had a pager attacks where all of these people who were alleged Hezbollah people I think they said like 5,000 pagers exploded at the same time. There were civilian casualties as well, but it was considered to be a successful attack. So, okay, that's targeted because these pagers actually had to be on their body. But some people are looking at that not as a targeted attack, more as a terror attack, because they say if you think that if 5,000 cell phones exploded on people here in the United States, from a country that they knew that was outside of the United States, do you not think the United States would be attacking whoever did that? So, you know, I am not really clear on the climate of the things that are going on over there, but now it's to the point that Iran is talking. That they're saying that Iran is talking about using the big bomb to strike back. And I'm like, well, where does Iran even come into this? But that's that's what they're talking about on the news. Now they said that Israel has well, last night they were talking about Israel was going to put a ground force in Lebanon and do a ground war. And this morning I got up to find out that they were ambushed when they started going into Lebanon. So this just seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They said that Israel had they did the wrong thing in Lebanon once before. They said that they was just going to do a ground war to clear out Hezbollah, but they wounded up occupying I think it was southern Lebanon. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm just getting brushed up on that I never paid attention that it's part of their history. So I feel the same way. I definitely feel that all of this stuff is really, really unnecessary. And the United, yeah. So with this new, we're looking at having a new president come in, and I can you imagine all that going on in the USA? That's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. They still have make pagers. I didn't even know they still made pagers. Okay. Okay, that's thank you. That's thank you for telling me. You do know Iran created Hezbollah, right? Okay, so I'm like, where does Iran come in? Okay, hold on one second. I'm back. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? 28% hate watchers. They count. They count intermission. Yes, BJ, intermission, twerk. Okay. Okay, so What do you guys think of this? I think it's just like kind of brazen. Now they said that the two head Hezbollah people have been unalived in these bombings, but so okay. So this is how I am getting the story from one pundit who is pro-Israeli. He said, "Well, on that October 7th attack, now 100 and something people were unalived. It was an attack. It was an attack not by Hezbollah. It was by Hamas." The Hamas attack from Palestine. So he explained it well, and the and how would you feel if you were Israel and you got all of these Hamas shootings coming over in your state? Okay, but they didn't hit anything. So don't you have the right to protect yourself? And this is on the eve of this grisly thing. So therefore, you have the right to unalive thousands of people and to get two people and say that these were targeted attacks when you have rained down how many bombs it was it I think they said 70 or 90 uh one one how much were these bombs? I forget what the weight of these bombs were on a civilian apartment building to get two people. So, okay, so they're trying to make it seems like, oh, that was logical. Oh, that was like one ton bombs on 80 something one ton bombs and on a civilian apartment complex. But you're saying these are targeted attacks. So, a targeted attack that does not sound to be. And I am so sick. I am really really sick of just taking people's lives as if they are so unimportant. And okay, let me show you this. Oh, it was 6,000. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. TD 6,000 from Lebanon to Israel, not after that initial attack. It was a couple of hundred. No. Good morning, for good and evil. Good to see you. Maybe now, but now I'm talking about the initial attack last year. It was not 6,000 rockets that were shot over there. And they hit nobody. Okay, so let me share my screen with you guys. I'm gonna share my screen, and I needed to try to understand this. Thank you, Very Carey, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Let me share my screen with you guys because I needed to get some understanding of this. And no, you are right. It was after the peepers. The peepers. What are the peepers? I mean, for renewing your membership. That's what I meant, Very Carey. Good morning, Red Wings. I don't know what the peepers are. Uh, TD. Okay. While TD gets set together, I want to share this with you guys. This kind of helped me understand it, and unfortunately, is this the one? Wait a minute. No, no. Oh, this is the one. Okay. Now we got the weird man on here. It may be a little entertaining. Let me find this. You can always guarantee there's going to be a crazy person on this show. This is the wrong one. I apologize for taking so long. So this is the one that I want to show you. Let me get past this ad. Okay. This is the gentleman who kind of explains the region well. Um, uh, let's talk about it. Okay. So,
So thank you for joining me. First of all, do you mind me asking why you're in Beirut?
When the Israeli regime carried out a major atrocity on the first day of bombing, killing well over 500 people, I decided to come here, and I thought it would be best to be here to help be a voice for the people of Lebanon. And actually, I was in the building where I was staying when the attack occurred on Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah and the six towers, residential towers that were all destroyed, killing hundreds of people. It was about 1,000 meters away. I know that neighborhood well because during my sabbatical in Lebanon in 2011 and 12, I live pretty close, and I walk there and I drive through there. And the Israelis massacred hundreds of people. And in the West, you don't stress that. I think there were 83 missiles, each 1 ton. And it's unbelievable how immoral the Western elite has become, that they're gloating over this attack. After a year of genocide and Holocaust in Gaza, now slaughtering people in Beirut day and night. After the attack on Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, hours later, they said they're going to strike 3 other places, and they struck 12 or 13 in southern Beirut. People were terrorized. No one knows how many people have died. And this is, of course, the legacy of Western colonialism and the Israeli regime, an illegitimate regime. There's a paradox here. On the one hand, they are your chosen people. On the other hand, you're a secular Western political order. We don't know what to believe when it comes to the West. On the one hand, the Israelis, who are from Europe and other parts of the region and far less Semite than the Palestinians, they have exceptional rights. They can slaughter people, as they've done in Lebanon.
So what he's really getting to is that he gets to the point where he says that it's kind of like apartheid over there. Let me see. Okay. These European Jews were not the people of that land. Yes, the land is being taken over by people who don't belong there in that region. Yes. My 2 questions. Well, you followed it with a yes. I thought you was in agreement with it. I didn't realize that was real questions. I don't know. The land is being taken over by people who don't belong in that region. Yes. Okay. So I don't know how to answer this question. I'm not astute in any of this stuff that's going on. I'm just listening to this man. He's supposed to be an expert in the region. So that's all I can give you. Okay. So are you guys interested in this at all? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to go on to something else. I have no problem with it. I just found it very interesting to try to understand exactly what's going on, other than the little high notes and stuff that they giving you on the media, which we know is a whole big corporate entity that is that skews the information that they're giving out. And it's not enough of hearing about what the other side, who is receiving all of this stuff that is happening to them, as if they deserve it. Okay, I'm answering my own questions, but the European Jews are stealing land that is not theirs. And he's going to talk about this, about them saying that Palestinian is not a state, but neither is Israel. So they go and they get into a little back and forth about that. But he also says, okay, let's get to it. I'll let you, let's get to it.
Before Hezbollah was created as a result of the Israeli regime's occupation of Lebanon and the taking of this very same city that I'm in right now, Beirut. It was created as a result of the occupation, and they drove the Israeli regime out.
So I told you that Israel had already occupied. They said that they were just going in for a ground war, and then they occupied. So they occupied Beirut. So what this man is saying, that is the whole reason why Hezbollah was created, because they drove the Israeli out of Beirut. Had not Israel came in and just tried to take over that land in Lebanon, there would be no creation of Hezbollah. That's his point. Okay. So that's the point that I was trying to make. That is, the Israeli has already gone in there and tried to occupy. Okay, so let's continue.
Out. And the Israeli regime during the occupation in 1982, they and their allied militias, they slaughtered in a refugee camp pretty close to where I am right now. They slaughtered 4,000 people within 30.
Okay, let's be clear. On their way out, he's saying this is what the Israelis did when they were being run out of Lebanon. Let's be clear of what he's saying that the Israelis did when they were getting run out.
As a result of the Israeli regime's occupation of Lebanon and the taking of this very same city that I'm in right now, Beirut. It was created as a result of the occupation, and they drove the Israeli regime out. And the Israeli regime during the occupation in 1982, they and their allied militias, they slaughtered in a refugee camp pretty close to where I am right now. They slaughtered 4,000 people within 36 hours, up to 4,000 Palestinians and sub-Lebanese. So this genocidal behavior of the Israeli regime began far before Hezbollah was ever created.
Okay, listen, I gave you a long chance there to respond, because I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say, and I mean that. Hezbollah, as you know, along with Hamas, they are wedded to the destruction of Israel, and Hezbollah's response to October the 7th was to immediately unleash a lot of rockets at Israel in solidarity.
A lot of rockets in Israel in solidarity to Hamas. Okay, so therefore, Israel has the right to do this. But did you say damaging what? Unaliving how many? No, they let off some rockets, not bombs, rockets. Okay, so let's be clear on what he just said.
Solidarity with what Hamas had done in Gaza. If you're the Israeli government and you've just been on the receiving end of one of the worst terror attacks of modern times, with 1,200 people killed, with nearly 7,000 more wounded, in an utterly horrific and barbaric series of attacks from up to 3,000 people coming over your border, and then the response in the north of your border is for Hezbollah to unleash a lot of rockets at you, and then to carry on doing that for the next calendar year, at what point did you not think that Israel's going to respond? And whether you agree with what they've done or not, the military success, and I'll phrase that exactly as I've just phrased it, the military success of what they've achieved against Hezbollah in the last 10 days by the pager attacks on 3,000 members of Hezbollah, by taking out now the leader of Hezbollah and many other commanders, by taking out the Hamas leader in Lebanon. You cannot dispute the military success. And what I'm curious about with Iran is, where is the response? Iran helped create Hezbollah, helped train Hezbollah at the start. Iran has funded Hamas, funded the Houthis. Israel has now, if you look at this purely objectively from the outside, from a military point of view, is having a lot of success against Iran-backed groups.
So now he's sitting up here calling all of this massacre success because to get 2 people. But he's not even paying attention to all the innocent people who are casualties of this, what he wants to call success. He calls success a military tactic just to go in and smash down the whole city to get 2 people, as opposed to something more thoughtful, putting together something. We see all of these movies of how they work together and do spy work. No, none of this. Just mow the whole motherfucking city down. That's successful in 2024. Okay, let me move forward a little bit.
Where is Iran? Why is it not responding? Many people think it's because actually
now that Iran they're talking about Iran possibly responding with the big one. See, this ain't no game.
Iran doesn't have either the ability to take on Israel or the desire to.
First of all, I think that you have to keep in mind that, from my perspective, the Israeli regime cannot respond legitimately because the regime is illegitimate. Hezbollah wants apartheid and ethno-supremacism to be dismantled. In other words, something that in the West is very impossible to imagine. All human beings in Palestine.
Well, it wants Israel destroyed. It wants the destruction of Israel. Is literally what is.
They want the destruction of this racist political entity that carries out genocide and ethnic cleansing, and it has been doing so for 76 years. The very same people who.
Period. But so you see, he wants to call it something different. See, Pierce Morgan wants to call it something different. It don't matter that they're racist. It doesn't matter that they are treating the Palestinians as subpar human beings. It don't matter to him that these people are tired of being treated that way. Let's continue.
Carried out the Nakba. They raped and murdered and expelled people. Most of the people who are in Gaza are refugees. This is not a legitimate regime.
Okay, but going back to my question, Professor, why is Iran not doing anything? The world is watching, and the world is curious.
Let's not talk about that. Let's move on. Who wants to hear those ghastly details? No. Why isn't Iran doing anything? Do they not have anything to do? Are they weak? Can't they do anything? It seems like we've pulled the whole curtain off of Iran, and they are the fake Oz. They have no power. Okay, so you trying to get Iran to do something, or you trying to say that they're incapable of doing anything? But when they start doing what they are capable of doing, what you gonna have to say then? This is not a game. See, because it's not his life. It's not his town. It's not his city who is going under this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the link to this, and I'm gonna pay just a little more. Hold on.
Yeah, first of all, Iran will respond, have no doubt about that, and the Israeli regime will be punished. Second of all, Iran will continue to support the axis of resistance, and Israel has not had any military success. The pagers was a terrorist attack, and it was actually an attack on the West too, because these electronic devices from now on, those things that have been produced in the West or countries that are allied to the West, their supplies chains have been compromised, and the West is doing nothing about it. And I think lots of people are going to have second thoughts about buying any electronic devices from any of these Western countries or countries affiliated to the West. So the Israeli regime is doing no services to the West by carrying out these terror attacks.
It's interesting that you phrase it. It's interesting you phrase it as a terror attack. given that
Without
obviously,
doubt.
well, given that Hezbollah is identified by America and many other countries as a terrorist group, and given that it was very specific in its targeting, extraordinarily precise, it is obviously horrific that civilians were killed in the process. But the vast majority of people who were damaged or wounded or killed by the pager attacks were members of Hezbollah, who are, according to America and Israel, a terror group. So that's how they would categorize it. That's not an act of terror. That would be under the laws of combat. They would say they are taking on combatants, and that's perfectly lawful and legitimate. That is their argument.
Here's if it was pagers and walkie-talkies or cell phones that were in the United States, I think you'd have American bombers over countries who they would claim were behind it. So let's put aside the hypocrisy.
But just to be clear, you don't think that Israel has any military right to respond to Hezbollah firing rockets at Israel?
Israel does not have an ethno-supremacist regime. Apartheid South Africa never had the right to exist, and Israel never had the right to exist. The only
So it has no right to defend itself against rocket attacks?
But it has no right to exist when it came into being by displacing people and massacring.
I understand your position on its existence. I'm just telling you, given
but see, he want to keep on cutting them off. He want to keep on cutting them off. He's telling you the answer, but you keep cutting them off.
Given it does exist, does it have no right to defend itself?
Yes, this is what you fail to comprehend. As long as you have a master race, as long as you have a hierarchy of race, as long as you have one race that considers itself superior to others, there is not going to be any peace. That's just a fact of life. Whether it's in the United States or whether it's in Palestine or whether it's in South Africa, there's not going to be peace. For Iran, the dismantling, and for Hezbollah, the dismantling, or you can call it the destruction, the dismantling of this system has to happen. And this is something that you don't accept, which is fine. You support racism.
No, I don't. No. Hang on, don't misquote me. Don't misquote me. I don't dispute for a moment that is the...
My husband had no idea.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want to see the rest of this, I dropped the link in the chat. Okay. Okay. Now, I will also share with you one more thing that I want to share with you about this. Not that one. Not that one. Oh. Oh, where do No, it's not this one. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. One second. And yeah, so I'm just trying to really get some understanding. I'm gonna come to your comments right after I play just a short portion of this news broadcast about this. I thought I had it queued up. I apologize for that. I must have taken it down by mistake. I'm coming. Here I come. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. I'm going to put up my fair use banner. Where is, okay. Yes, this is the one. Okay.
Beirut is tonight reeling from the impact of a massive Israeli attack on the headquarters of the militant group Hezbollah. The Lebanese capital was hit by a wave of missiles this afternoon in one of the most dangerous escalations in the Middle East to date. According to reports in Israel, the attack was aimed at the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. His fate is not yet known, but the scale of destruction means the casualty rate is likely to be high. The airstrikes came just hours after Benjamin Netanyahu.
Okay, the casualty rate is likely to be high for going after this one man. Okay, let's hear what they did.
Netanyahu had finished a defiant speech at the UN in which he described the threat posed by Hezbollah as intolerable. He had already signed off on the attack in a New York hotel room before coming to the chamber. It may be Israel's most incendiary act of the past 12 months, described by Iran tonight as a game-changing escalation.
Okay, so did you hear what she just said? She said that he went to the UN and talked about what this threat was, and gave a blistery speech at the UN, saying why they would have to do this, but he had already signed off on doing it. And while he was giving that speech at the UN, they were already doing this. Okay, so he's acting like he wants some the people in the UN to help him understand, cooperate, support this, when he was already doing what he wanted to do. Let's go back and hear that again. Let's be clear on what he sitting up telling the UN he need their support for, but he didn't give a damn about their support because he was already doing what he wanted to do. Let's hear this again.
Before coming to the chamber, it may be Israel's most Netanyahu had finished a defiant speech at the UN. Strikes came just hours after Benjamin Netanyahu had finished a defiant speech at the UN in which he described the threat posed by Hezbollah as intolerable. He had already signed off on the attack in a New York hotel room before coming to the chamber. It may be Israel's most incendiary act of the past 12 months, described by Iran tonight as a game-changing escalation.
A bombardment on Beirut. As the sun set, the explosions rang out. An ominous indication of escalation.
In the last few minutes, there has been a massive bombardment here on Beirut. It is by far the biggest attack on this country since the end of the war in 2006.
The scale of the attack suggested a target of huge significance. Multi-story buildings used to stand here. It now seems that target was the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. Israel seeking to destroy their enemy from the very top.
Moments ago, the Israel Defense Forces carried out a precise strike on the central headquarters of the Hezbollah terror organization that served as the epicenter of Hezbollah's terror.
The strikes came immediately.
He said a precise strike. You hear that they were going after that one man, and this is what they are. He comes out in front of the cameras and say that it was a precise, and you see him circle his hands like a precise strike. But what about all of these other people who were caught up in your precise? They don't matter. Okay.
Immediately after Prime Minister Netanyahu had addressed the United Nations.
Enough is enough.
Vowing to continue his attacks.
Who he sound like? Buck if you buck. Enough is enough. Buck if you buck.
on Hezbollah.
We won't rest until our citizens can return safely to their homes. We will not accept a terror army perched on our northern border, able to perpetrate another October 7th style massacre.
The area hit tonight in Beirut is heavily built up. The southern suburbs are a Hezbollah stronghold and full of homes packed into tight streets. Many residents have left amid repeated Israeli attacks on senior commanders, but it seems impossible that civilians have not been caught up in these blasts. The calculation clearly that one man was worth whatever collateral damage came in the attempt to kill him. Tonight, again, this crisis is escalating. Emma Murphy, News at 10, Beirut.
Well, even before the huge attack in Beirut, Mr. Netanyahu's speech at the UN firmly extinguished any hopes of even a temporary ceasefire. Much of his ire was aimed at Tehran, which he accused of masterminding the actions of Hamas and Hezbollah. And with the threat of a regional war tonight greater than ever, he had an ominous warning for Iran that there was no part of the country that Israeli missiles could not reach.
The Israeli Prime Minister arrived at the UN this morning, having given his fateful order to his Air Force to strike at the very heart of Hezbollah. His office even released this picture of him giving the instruction by phone to his military commanders 5,000 miles away.
And invite him to address the assembly.
And when he entered the General Assembly, with the world not knowing his decision,
ladies and gentlemen, order!
Dozens of diplomats walked out in protest at Israeli actions in Gaza.
Order, please!
Undeterred and defiant, Benjamin Netanyahu made clear that Israel's fight with Hezbollah was far from over.
I said to the people of Lebanon this week, get out of the death trap that Hezbollah has put you in. Don't let Nasrallah drag Lebanon into the abyss. We're not at war with you. We're at war with Hezbollah, which has hijacked your country and threatens to destroy ours.
He also said that,
okay, we're not at war with you, but we just gonna bomb you, and we understand that they have taken over your country. Get out, get out. We're not at war with you, but we're gonna bomb this massive city that is highly residential and full of people to get this one man. Okay, let's continue.
Said that Israel was engaged in a civilizational struggle and issued a clear warning to Iran.
If you strike us, we will strike you. There is no place in Iran that the long arm of Israel cannot reach. And that's true of the entire Middle East. Far from
now, not only Iran, now he said, and that's true for the entire Middle East. The entire Middle East. So do you hear what this man is saying? He is saying, he's telling the entire Middle East that we will strike you. And who is supporting all of these strikes? So are we supposed to be in the middle of all these talking about striking the entire Middle East? So what does America have to say about this rhetoric? Is this not crazy or what? I'm gonna get to your comments. I'm almost. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here's the guy from the Middle East. I want you to see what the delegate from the Middle East has to say about this.
From being lambs led to the slaughter, Israel's soldiers have fought back with incredible courage and with heroic sacrifice.
Any reaction, sir? Outside, top Arab diplomats rushed to consult with their capitals. And later, the Saudi foreign minister told me that Israeli talk of peace with his country made no sense without a Palestinian state. Do you feel tricked by the Israelis in terms of him referencing Saudi Arabia while also almost simultaneously attacking Beirut?
The guns are not going to solve anything, that we need to move towards a peace in our region, and that peace is firmly rooted in addressing the Palestinian issue.
The Israeli ambassador defended the targeting of central Beirut. How many innocent Lebanese civilians is it worth killing to try and get Hassan Nasrallah?
Well, we are trying to minimize civilian casualties. Unlike Hezbollah, we are doing exactly the opposite. They are launching rockets into our civilian population.
Always with the rhetoric. Always with the rhetoric. Okay, so of course he's going to say that it's not our fault, it's their fault. Okay, so I'm going to give you this clip if you want to try to understand these positions. You see that after he addressed them, how quickly and feverishly these Arab diplomats were trying were calling home and trying to figure out what they were going to say in the response to what he said about striking all of the Arab countries. So what? Okay, so let me drop this link in here for you guys, and I want to see what you guys think about what's going on. This is the war that is really going on. This has started yesterday and increased this morning. Okay, so let's see what you guys have to say about this. Let me close this and see what you guys have. I'll actually drop the link if anybody wants to come up and converse about this, because I think that this is quite insane. I think this is quite insane that we're not doing much about this. While wait for somebody to come. 1 second while I wait for somebody to come up. Hit the link and talk to me about it. So nobody wants to hit the link. Hey, beans and cornbread. Okay. The irony is the land that they're fighting for belongs to neither Israeli or Palestinian. Who does it? No, this is not the Israelis. This is Lebanon and Israel. We're beyond that. We're beyond the Palestinian. You know, they've totally did away with all of them. So they're on to the next. We're talking about Lebanon, beans and cornbread. Minimize. Oh yeah. The U.S. funded the death of thousands. They definitely blame us. Yes, that's my whole point. That's my whole point. They just gave them $8 billion, and then this is what's coming up next. They just got that $8 billion from the United States, and now look at what's going on. American government will fall right in step with Israel, but will pretend to be against them. Yeah, all of this rhetoric. They had a capture of them talking to Biden from afar. He was coming out of some building, and then they asked him what did he think what's going on. You know, they had to shout out the question, and then he go, I think there needs to be a ceasefire. If you really thought that there needed to be a ceasefire, you would be in the press room stating that with some power and some with some type of resolution and some type of warnings about what you would do if there wasn't one. Not just waving your hands. I think there needs to be a ceasefire. Yes, please. It started with the kidnapping attacks. To be honest, girl, bye. That's not. So what was happening before the kid? What was happening to make Hamas want to strike them? So none of the others, all the other unaliving of the Palestinians matter that made them rise up. So they should. I disagree. I'll put it that way. So nothing else happened. So Hamas living in squalor in a open air prison just decided that, hey, these people are treating us so well. Let's go over and attack them. Is that what happened? Is that how it all started? Really? Hey, they give us electricity maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time a day. It's all good. Let's go attack them. Is that what happened? Good morning, Beans and Cornbread. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Sweet Tea. He started all this mess. Okay. Yes, you saw all of those people in the UN walk out on him and all of this rhetoric that he's saying. Israel has become terrorists themselves. It's awful, but what I said earlier is more complicated than you can imagine. I'm pretty sure it's more complicated because I am, trying to get abreast of this stuff that I see going on that doesn't make any sense. I am trying, get a foothold. I don't know the whole history of this, but I'm listening, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sick of hearing this one side that does not make any sense of why we are still giving them arms to do this type of stuff. That's all I'm saying. Okay. People lose their lives daily because of the people and their egos. Great point. Great point. Good morning to you, Beans and Cornbread. Sad. Yeah. All those innocent people and children. TD said, I normally don't drop down in chats anymore. What made you drop down today, TD? Oh, okay. I love that you talk about it. Okay, that's what made you drop down. Thank you for dropping down, TD. Yeah, I think that it is a whole lot of serious stuff that is going on in this world. And you look at this type of stuff going on, and America is giving them all of this money to do this type of stuff, and being real meek and quiet and tentative about, I think there needs to be a ceasefire. I think there needs to be a ceasefire. I think that people should come to the table for a ceasefire when he refuses to cease firing. You just heard him say he can strike all of the Middle East. I think there should be a ceasefire. And so with us whispering this and giving them the weapons to do these things, how do you think the Middle East are looking at us? How do you think all of these other nations are looking at us? And why do you think that they have everybody between the ages of 18 to 26 already voluntary signed up for the selected service? But this is the type of shit that they staying quiet on. But they got all of your fucking kids and grandkids out there signed up for the selective service, but ain't saying shit about this shit that they're financing. That's my point. Okay, let me get down to what you guys. I don't. And people are walking around here worrying about bullshit that's going on YouTube. The bullshit that's going on YouTube. What did this one say? What did that one say? And just unaware. Pretty much. Thank you, Black Nation of America. I appreciate that, because it's time that people pull their heads out of their asses and understand what the hell is really going on. Good morning, Foot Soldier. Thank you for being here. The link is. Did I pin the link? I thought I pinned the link. If anybody want to come up here and converse with me on this subject, you're more than welcome. Let me make sure I pin the link. I'm going to pin the link to the top. If you guys want to hit the link, you're more than welcome. Okay, the link is pinned. You have to look deeper than that. That's not what I mean. Okay, say what you mean. You're more than welcome to hit the link. You need to watch 100 points of views, and then you can still not make any sense of it. I only say don't support terror. I don't support terrorism. But at what point is right and wrong is wrong? Just because you live under a terrorist stronghold does not make your 6-month-old baby a terrorist. So then, therefore, Israel can withhold food from your region because you happen to live under a terrorist stronghold. So they starve out children, people who have nothing to do with this other than the circumstance where they're born. And so it's okay to do anything that you want to them. Did you not hear the reports of all the aid, the food, and everything that was withheld from the Palestinian people that was agreed to have been shipped in? And just unilaterally withheld from them? Food, medicine, medical supplies, and all this. Also, did you? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe you did not hear this. Let me see. Maybe you didn't hear this. Okay. Let's hear this. One last little clip for you guys. Maybe you didn't hear exactly where these strikes are happening. Real quick.
The largest exodus since the 2006 war. This news is funded by viewers like you. Please support our work at democracynow.org/give. The Israeli military says it carried out another airstrike on Beirut today in a southern suburb of the city. This comes as the death toll from Israel's massive aerial bombardment of Lebanon Monday rose to at least 558 people, including over 50 children and over 40 women. More than 1,600 people have been injured. It marked the highest single-day death toll on Lebanon in nearly 2 decades. Tens of thousands of civilians.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was the first attack. That was just the first attack. That doesn't count what happened last night. Okay, let's continue.
Have been forced from their homes in southern Lebanon in the largest exodus since the 2006 war. Many displaced families are sleeping in makeshift shelters set up in schools in Beirut and other cities. Some 500 people have even crossed into Syria to seek safety, according to Agence France Presse. Israel claimed the airstrike struck 1,600 Hezbollah targets, but Lebanon's health ministry said Israel also struck hospitals, medical centers, and ambulances. Hezbollah forces responded to Israel's massive attack by firing missiles at Israeli military bases, arms factories, and other areas. Satellite.
Okay, so don't they have the right to defend themselves when they're striking hospitals, ambulances? So what does an ambulance do? It gets you to a hospital. What does a hospital do? It saves your lives. So so this is some bullshit. This is some real bullshit. And I'm just gonna call it for what I feel this is. This is unsustainable.
Satellite data analyzed by Associated Press showed the wide range of Israeli airstrikes aimed at southern Lebanon, covering an area of over 650 square miles. The aerial bombardment comes as Lebanon is still reeling from last week's attack by Israel, when thousands of electronic communication devices, from walkie-talkies to pagers, exploded at the same time across Lebanon, from where we go to Beirut, where we're joined by Michelle Eid, editor-in-chief of Al Rawiyah, a digital magazine covering the Levant. She joins us from Beirut.
Okay. So I have dropped the link to the rest of that news report for you guys, and I have listened to that full broadcast, and this is some real unhinged stuff that's going on, and that is being allowed to go on. And let's be clear. America's name is all over this. All over this. And you see the brazenness of this talk about what we gonna do and whose ass we gonna beat, and what nation is not safe from our attacks. Hello? Do you guys realize that our name is all over this? That's what I want to know. There's no reason or right over there. Some people think they are. Okay, let me see what you're saying. Okay, Israeli and Britain, not so great. Kick up more shit than a little. All the while, the fat cholesterol having seconds from a heart attack or a stroke, having as billionaires grow richer and richer. Facts. Facts. Yeah, so this is what I really had my attention since yesterday evening. Oh, let's Doctors Without Borders. Let's not omit how they were targeting the these aid workers who were going into Palestine. The one I forget the name of the organization that was bringing food in when people were starving to death, and they were actually bombing their vans, taking food in. These are aid workers that they were bombing. Okay. They're okay. This shit is just unreal. How our news media tried to sanitize it to make it okay because we're not doing anything. Good morning, Angela T. White. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about this. Thank you, Mike Lewis. All right, TD. You're welcome to come back in and converse with us. And the U.S. is their ally. Exactly. Okay. So what are we gaining from this? Wow, all that carnage and destruction with just a swipe of a pen. You saw it. With the swipe of a pen, sitting up here talking as if you are trying to appeal to people when you've already decided what you're going to do. So go sit your ass down somewhere and do what the fuck you going to do, because you was going to do what the fuck you was going to do anyway. You had already signed off on it. So what's with the appeal to the UN? Oh, we call it peepers, huh? That was it. I still don't understand what peepers is. Just like those innocent people getting blown up has nothing to do with it. We don't either. The people. Exactly. But we the people, when the shit hits the fan, who they gonna send out to try to fight for our democracy and all of that? Not them. We the people. We the people gonna have to go out and put our lives on the line. And what the ones who sitting by with their hands crossed, collecting money and all this type of stuff, staking out territories in this country and that country. Like you hear, I played a clip a couple of weeks ago when they were talking about how much more that they were they going to in just really tear down the Gaza Strip. And Jared Kushner came out with a statement and saying, well, this is great waterfront property. Raise it all down, and whoever's left, take them off to the desert somewhere. Like saying, they don't deserve this property. Do you understand that this is waterfront property? Do you understand what could be built here? What is that? Jared Kushner said that. Jared Kushner, who upon leaving the White House, doing jobs that he was not qualified to do, opening up a company that he is not qualified to run, knows nothing about, who got $3 billion from the Saudis, said grazed the whole Palestinian down. And that can you imagine what type of condos and resorts that you can build here? Let's be clear. But when the shit hits the fan, do you think Jared Kushner is going to be out there on the fighting field? No, your sons and your sons' daughters and your grandsons and granddaughters are going to be the ones out there. When people get sick of this bullshit that we sitting up here allowing to happen. These are just my opinions. These are my opinions. Okay. So, I may have gone too far. The chat is really... hey, Sandy, how you doing? Okay. Blindly fight. Mm-hmm. So that's my commentary for the day. I'm just totally you know, at this point, these presidential candidates need to be asked some pointed questions about what are you going to do about this blind support that you keep giving Israel. Okay. Jared Kushner, a raggedy ass, and his pappy are slumlords and don't care for the buildings they own in the U.S., especially Baltimore, especially nowhere. All they care about is giving you demand letters to pay your rent on time, and or you're gonna be kicked out. Never mind the rats, the mold, the leaking ceilings, the no repair that are done to these buildings that these billionaires own. Let's be clear. Everybody know that. I thought his daddy died. I don't know. Okay. So thank you all for sticking in here with me. I hope I gave you something to think about. I hope the new people who have come in come back. I hope you guys hit the link. I don't know everything, but I am trying to piece this together. But I just know what's happening right now does not make sense. And I don't understand why we are, given this mouthpiece of, we don't agree to what's going on, but we're financing it. It doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you guys? His father did die. I was just speaking in general, like father, like son. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Red Wings. I appreciate that. No, it doesn't make sense to you. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in. Oh, let me do the poll. Angela Cook said, no, it doesn't make sense. Let me close my poll out and see how many of you actually hit the like button or just hate us watching. Okay, in poll. Where is the poll? I think, oh, there it is. 56%. Of course, you hit it. No, just hate watching. A strong 28%. So I know you hate watchers left when the important commentary started because you're dummies. Okay, but thanks for the click and the view nonetheless. Oops, I'm on my way right now. 15%. 231 votes. I appreciate all of you for taking the poll, and that's all I have for you this morning. I think that is for me, it's a real thoughtful time about the future of our country, and I'm just keeping it a buck because with us people, thank you, Miss Detroit, with people so concentrated with their heads down in their cell phones playing games or chatting to people they don't know and all this type of stuff. All of this stuff is really going on in the real world, and nobody is being challenged on it. No, it's not being talked about. It's being talked about by this corporate media who wants to frame it the way they want to frame it, so you stay dumb and not ask the hard questions of your government and have expectations of your government to get your vote. Your government is supposed to work for you. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have. Definitely did clarify the situation. I heard about it, but wasn't clear on why. So that's why I dropped the links to the commentary. Yeah, that's all I have. We are funding it and playing dumb about it. Really great commentary. I appreciate it. And if you like the commentary, I'd appreciate it if you share it out and let other people hear it. I hate watching your ass. This is some good commentary. Okay, we need to know more about what is going on in the world. We definitely do. Hey, Khaki Baron. Okay, the British had lost its mandate to Palestine in 1949. The Jews named it Israel, and the U.S. was the first to recognize Israel within a half an hour. Israel is not real. Yes, I dropped a link. If you go back up, I dropped a link where this man was explaining exactly that, and Pierce Morgan kept trying to cut him off, and he kept going back to that point because it needed to be said. And you notice that Pierce Morgan kept trying to cut him off. If you go back to the first clip that I played, Khaki, you will hear how this man is explaining just that. Exactly. So, yes, please replay it and hit the link. I tried to give some more informative links than just these people doing 35-second explanation of what's going on in the region and acting like this is how it's supposed to be. Of course, these are people reporting on this who have never been oppressed for the birthright they were born under. These are the people who are telling you these things. Okay, so thank you guys for coming in. Free Speech Radio. So, yeah, these are just my opinions based upon the things that I'm saying. I dropped the links to what I am watching. I'm not an expert by far, but it is what it is. All right, thank you guys. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. If you like the content, you can hit the Cash App, you can join the membership, or you can come back tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button. Bye-bye.